Thank you, Mrs. Wolf. Once again, good morning, everyone. Let me acknowledge everyone, especially invited guest and family member. GIS, of course. Welcome to the Mico, and thank you for your coverage and the media fraternity. Dr. Prescott, good to see you. Mr. Dehaney, good to see you, sir. Mr. KC, good to see you, sir.
Graham.
Mr. Graham, good to see you, sir. Ms. Daly, Mrs. Wolf, and of course, Akeem, you know, we're here for you. We're standing beside you, and we're ensuring that, you know, the support is there for you as a member of the family, you know. So, once again, it is my pleasure to welcome you this morning, despite the situation. And it tells me of the mantra of my grandmother as we were growing up. She always, you know, insists that we should give thanks for everything, despite everything. Because what she's saying, once you're saying thanks, it means you have breath. And if you have breath, you have life. And if you have life, then the future is all yours. And therefore, this morning we all have life, and we give thanks despite the challenging times we face. But we also know that as a family, we rise up to support each other. And so as we declare this opening and a launch of our university, Mico University Students COVID-19 Relief Program, then it's the university trying to help those who we know will need help at this time. It is difficult under normal circumstances. I call it peacetime, because we're fighting a war against a virus which we don't know much about. It's called the invisible enemy. But even during our peacetime, when the pre-COVID time, it was a difficult challenge for us and for our students. And so can you imagine now this compounding all those issues? And therefore, I think it's a good time for us to reach out to Jamaica and the world to say, join with us to support our less fortunate students. And we continued our remote learning during this period, and we were well aware of the challenges of many of our students who some could not access and some had partial access. And so we are also using this relief drive to assist them, for them to catch up, and so we can provide them with the necessary resources for them to do so. But also looking in the future, that we have to live with COVID for a long time. And even if the COVID virus physically is not around, which we hope not, we still have to, you know, get ourselves out of the impact. Because the impact of this, we hear the Minister of Finance talk about the fallout, how much $1 billion fallout, and the fact that the economy will go into recession. But there's hope of recovery. But that recovery comes with a whole lot of sacrifice and a whole lot of work by us helping each other to recover from that. So I anticipate that we'll be recovering over a long period of time. And therefore this relief, I'm told we are aiming for $1 million US, as we are very ambitious, and we think that that will assist our students to move forward. We have started our own drive, and we have relaxed a lot of our financial restriction on our students. In fact, we have not deregistered anyone for fees. In fact, we have waived all the late fees. We have given back refund to residential students. We also extend for this semester's payment of fees up until July, the end of July for students. And yesterday we sent out a memo which says that we have also reduced our summer program by 20%. So 20% reduction on fees for summer. So we are trying to do all we can so that students can access. Now we must be aware that the college also needs to be considered in all of this, and therefore it couldn't be any more. We would love to give more, but we really have to function as well. But I'm sure the students understand, and this will be a good break and a relief for them to access. And so I want to welcome you this morning. But we also want not to lose sight of our family member Akeem, who has gone through some level of loss of his home. And therefore, we are here to stand with him, to present to him this morning something that will ease the pressure and assist him in continuing his work here at the Mico. So we look forward to that. So welcome once again, and thank you for coming despite the circumstances.
Colleagues, I need not say any more about all the things that the Mico is doing to assist in this enterprise. One of the good things is that if you notice on your program, this initiative is powered by all the critical stakeholders at the Mico University College. The Office of Alumni, the Mico Guild, Student Services, MOSA, and the Mico Foundation. And I think I can say, sir, that this is probably the first, but I'm sure not the last initiative, when all the critical players have come on board, understanding the importance of what it is that we are about to do. And so I will invite Ms. Annie Daly, who's the Director of Student Services, to talk very quickly about the relief program and how we intend to deal with it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we all know that during this time there are different challenges, and the university is no exception. And what we have found through the Department of Student Services is that our normal welfare program that we would use to assist students at this time is really not enough. And with that in mind, we decided to call on all the critical stakeholders to assist us. And we came up with this initiative of the Students' COVID-19 Relief Program. Now, this program will look at 4 critical areas. When we have spoken to our students over the time frame, we realize that tuition assistance is needed. We examined our receivables, and we are seeing where our receivables surpass 1.5 million US dollars actually. And in looking at that, we then spoke with our stakeholders to see how is it that we can assist students to cover at least a part of what they owe. And we have given them an extended time for payment, but here we're calling on the Mico family. And when we say calling on the Mico family, we're not just talking about past students or alumni. We're talking about friends of the Mico. And we're seeing that MOSA is on board, but we're also looking at, over the past, say, 20 years, there are a number of students that are actually not a part, past students that are actually not a part of MOSA. And we are now appealing to those students to come on board and to assist us. Now, our target actually is 1 million US dollars. Now, this will cover not only tuition assistance, but we are looking at devices, laptops and tablets. We are focusing on approximately 250 devices. We are looking at 50 over the different year groups, so from year 1 to year 4, and then the School of Continuing Studies another 50. The devices, the program for the devices, we will run through our library, because what we're looking at is that the devices will not only be used for the students now, but it will be a program that we will continue, because we're seeing ourselves in the online space. Because it's about living with COVID at this point in time, and we're not seeing where this will change. And even if COVID is no longer with us, we are also seeing the benefits to students of utilizing the online space. So we want to capitalize on that as well. So a part of that target will go towards provision of devices. We're also looking at data plans, because there are students who are not able to access because they do not have this facility. Other students have been asking, and we have been helping where we can when it comes to food items and personal items. And we have tried to start our food bank, and we want to continue that. And through the Guild of Students, because the Guild of Students is on board, and the Guild of Students have made their first donation towards this food bank. And their contribution, part of that, will go to Akeem today. So we'll start with a donation to Akeem today. We also have persons that have experienced death in their family, and we are trying to contribute to even the funeral proceedings because they're having challenges there. So we have students along that line. And we're making a contribution from the Student Services Welfare Program for that. So our initiative, this is just the launch, this is just the start off. We will be utilizing all social media. The Mico Foundation has also come on board, and the account that we're going to be using will be the Mico Foundation NCB Duke Street account, and the number is 0623232299. Now for further information, the email student.services@themico.edu.jm. Persons can send an email in and will get further information from us, or you can call in, and you can call to 876-929-5260, and the operator will direct you to the relevant persons to answer your questions. So this program, we're asking for Jamaica to come on board. We're asking for the Friends of Mico. It's about every little make a muckle. So it's not about what you have. It's not the mass contribution that we are looking towards. And we're saying that if all our past students, if all the Friends of Mico, you put in a little, we'll be able to continue our programs. Our students will not take the first option of deferring. We don't want that to be their first option. Their first option is about coming together as a family. And we know in Jamaica, when we talk about a family, what we mean, it's about supporting in whatever situation there is. And so we're calling on Jamaica to assist us in achieving this goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Daly. As I had said earlier, the issue of everybody being on board, all stakeholders, and I'm going to invite Dr. Glenda Prescott to say something very quickly about Moses' contribution, and then we'll move on quickly to our other item. Dr. Prescott.
Good morning, everyone. The Mico University College Alumni Association, MOSA, is cognizant of the importance of the role of the teacher in the development of human resource. Therefore, we place much emphasis on student development in our outreach. Today, we are pleased to collaborate with the Mico for the COVID-19 program. We will seek to help our students who are experiencing challenges due to the impact of COVID-19. At this time, many of our students are in dire needs. Their parents have lost their jobs, and even some students who are working have also lost their jobs. Most importantly, the work and travel program, which many students depended on to supplement their school fee, is now not possible. So, I am therefore appealing to Jamaicans, especially Miconians here and in the diaspora, to support this initiative. We are seeking your assistance to make the dream a reality of many of our students. As the old saying goes, one cocoa fill basket. We will accept whatever you may find possible to contribute. You may contact us through the college switchboard, and then you'll be transferred to the relevant individuals. Once again, I want to thank you, and I make a special appeal to call into the Mico and initiate how you will assist us and assist our students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prescott. We were supposed to have, in fact, the representatives of the Students Guild here. I'm still hoping that they will be able to make it. Mr. Virgil Dwayne is not on the program, but I would like to invite him to just say a few words. A few words, Virgil.
I was feeling so comfortable sitting there, listening, enjoying all that is going on, and also delighted to hear of the response of the college, University College, to the needs of our students. Of course, we are all aware of the fact that this COVID-19 has certainly changed the lives of all of us. It's created significant changes in just about everything. And we must respond to it, as someone said, living with COVID. And certainly, in living with COVID, what are the changes that we need to make in order to keep afloat and to survive all of what has been happening. Of course, the college, and again, let me congratulate President Pinnock and the efforts of the senior administration as they look seriously at the needs of the students and also to provide some support, way beyond what I would think they would consider the expectations. MOSA, I also want to make the appeal, Dr. President, you have also made that appeal on behalf of the students from MOSA, and I really want to endorse that. And to say, Mrs. Wolf, that the foundation stand ready to assist in any way we can. Of course, that is what we are here for. We have continued the support of the college in a number of ways. And this just adds to one additional other thing that we need to engage with and to make sure that our students are comfortable. It's difficult when students are in the middle of a program and there are things that derail them. You see, for example, our gentleman here, goalkeeper, I understand, you see, encountered a challenge that would easily derail his program. And all the others who have been experiencing the challenges. Someone said the parents have lost their jobs. You see, the other avenues through which they would find support for their tuition fee, you see, is no longer. And so the college has to step in. And to hear of $1 million US, I mean not $1 million US, 140 million Jamaican dollars. It's really a gigantic task, but I'm sure with all the help we can get there. So I want to, endorse the appeal that's been made and trust that before long we'll all get to the point where all our students can return or continue their program without any great difficulty. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Duane. I'd like to welcome the incoming president of the Guild, Mr. Gowans. Welcome. And I'm going, because you know that at the Mico, we put our hands very quickly on anybody who comes in a little late. And so I'm going to ask you very quickly to just come and say a few words, as of course you know the Guild is supporting, in particular through the data plan, as I spoke with Mr. Hanks this morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone. All protocols are observed. I am grateful for the opportunity to be standing before you in this very unusual situation, a pandemic that no one would have expected. On behalf of the Mico University College Guild of Students, we continue to partner for growth and development. And so therefore we, as the motto said, that student representation is our satisfaction. We, the members of the Guild, would like to contribute to this wonderful program, 100,000 Jamaican dollars, as we continue to help our students in this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tagama. And I'm going to invite Akeem, the president. First, we're going to have some photos, and then we will invite other persons to join in. Sir. He will be presented with a laptop, and that. Oh, over here, sir. You're going to bring the. Sure.
Take the laptop out of the bag, actually. All right. Yeah, we actually might take him out of the box. Laptop itself? Yeah. All right. That makes the difference.
So let's go the back, right? You gotta go the back one on that. The back one. I can just present.
Okay. I hope it's a easy question from what? Allow you to
No, I just sent the full length of yeah. This is all. Yeah,
Yes.
social distancing, let's open up a little. Normally we are normally pulling it together, but it's a little, open up a little. Open up a little. Come on, no, you can just go up a little. Go up a little.
Right.
No, come up a little. This way, okay. Right, so you can see straight. Yes, step forward. No. Step forward, yes, step forward. Step forward. Okay, there, good. You step back, step back. Step forward. Step back so much. You step back. Step back. You step forward. Step forward. You step up a little forward.
Yes, we do. We're now going to, oh, you're going to do, yes, Mr. Graham, who's the Director of Sports, will make a presentation to Akeem.
Let's do it this way. Use this hand. There you go. Put the back in the middle.
And I now invite Annie Daly to make a presentation, which will be a stipend for 6 months to Akeem to help him cope during this trying time. Ms. Daly? No.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to ask Akeem. But Mr. Lawrence, let us use something here to the back to present to Akeem. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. If you could just go back to your seats, I'm going to invite Akeem to say a few words.
I want to say good morning again to you all. This is my first time on a mic, so just gotta stay with me. I want to give a huge thanks to the Mico University for this great discipline for me. I also understand that it's a first, so for that I'm really honored. I want to give thanks to all the critical stakeholders also who was involved in this. I mean, this will go forward for me and my family. The Mico University, they have not also promised, but they also fulfilled their promises. So that I'm really grateful. And I want to say a huge thanks again to everybody.
Thank you so much, Akeem. You know, when we first started, I talked about half an hour. We started 5 minutes late. It is 5 minutes after 11. So we're very happy that we're able to do this. I would just like to take this last opportunity to thank the media for coming and turning out. We really appreciate that very, very much. Because I know that what we're doing here is good work, God's work almost. And so we are supporting our students. We don't want them to defer. We don't want them to drop out, because these are real possibilities. And so we want to make sure that they are part of whatever initiative that we do. They are our critical stakeholders in the process. And so the Mico University Guild of Students, Student Services, MOSA, the Mico Foundation, and of course the Alumni Office will be working together to ensure that whatever that we collect, whatever is donated, is given to the students, and so that we are also held accountable for whatever that is donated to the college. Please let me give some of the student.services at the mico.edu.jm. There are some phone numbers that we want you to remember also, I will give you. And of course the alumni, MOSA, and of course the Office of Alumni and Development, Mico Alumni at the mico.edu.jm, as we are going to be spreading the joy far and wide. We want everyone to be on board for this initiative. And so I thank you very much for coming. Have a good day.
Thank you.